come across many different resources as I have explored Neville Goddard's teachings. Of course, you have all the books of Neville. Any of his 11 books will help you understand manifestation principles. But if you're on YouTube and if you're online, then there are 5 resources that I would like to introduce to you if you already don't know them. So the first one is Nicholas from Upgrade to Life. I have been watching Nicholas's videos. I've had a chance to participate in his mastermind, and I'm also part of his community. And he is an amazing teacher of manifestation principles. He has an absolute command of Neville Goddard's teachings. And I highly recommend that you check his YouTube channel out. It's Upgrade to Life. And what stands out about Nicholas's YouTube channel is that he has clear explanations and quotes. So at Upgrade to Life, that's Nicholas, and he is an amazing resource. His channel is an amazing resource, and he's absolutely great teacher of Neville's principles of manifestation. The other resource I would like to mention, also from YouTube, is somebody whose videos I have watched from time to time. I've read his book. He also has written a book on conscious creation. And his name is Quasi, and his channel is Quasi Johir. And what stands out about his work is that he has lots of different examples from everyday life, from his own life, from um, current events and world events and history, and also processes. So step-by-step processes. Also from Nicholas, I forgot to mention that he will share with you different processes. So Quasi Johir at Quasi Johir on YouTube, and check out his videos. He's got lots and lots of content there. And of course, what I'm pointing out about these teachers is just a few things. They are so much more than what I'm highlighting here. The third YouTube channel I want to recommend is from Joshua Tongel. I've just recently come across his work, and what stands out about Joshua's work is that he shares a lot of stories, especially stories that Neville himself shared in his lectures, of real demonstrations, real manifestation stories of how people have used the principles of manifestation, law of assumption, and created change in their lives. And he also gives practices like how to actually use what Neville Goddard is teaching. So check out his channel. Really, really authentic, really wonderful person to watch and to listen to. Joshua Tongel on YouTube. Now, what I've also done is I have listened to Neville Goddard's original voice. And there's something about listening to Neville in his original voice that really gets the message across. And as you may know, if you've studied Neville Goddard's work, that he uses a lot of stories from the Bible and demonstrates the symbolism, how it represents things, how the stories of the Bible are actually formulae or representations of the ideas that are about using your mind, your power of your mind, imagination. So one good channel on YouTube is at Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard. And lately I've been listening to these audio lectures almost every single night before going to bed at Neville Goddard. And what stands out about this channel, there's lots of audio you will hear about on YouTube from Neville, but these are the original voice. Maybe cleared up, cleaned up, and mastered a little bit here and there, but maybe more. I don't know how he does the things in the back end to make it sound good, but they are original voice. They're not AI derived voice, which is nothing wrong with that, but sometimes I can't tell if it's actually Neville's words or it's just Neville's voice used to say some things that the channel owner wants to say, but is using Neville's voice. I've heard some things online where I'm like, I don't think this is Neville's original content. Like maybe the voice is AI generated, it sounds like Neville, but what exactly he's saying is sound more like modern day language, what you would use today. It's very odd. So this one feels really, really authentic, and he also claims that it's Neville's original audio. So at Neville Got Art. Now, if you're more of a person who wants to read Neville's work, of course, you can go and buy all the books of Neville Goddard. You can buy from your local bookstore, borrow from the library, online, whatever you like. But there is this one resource where all of the books of Neville and a lot of the lectures, I don't know if they're all of the lectures, but a huge resource of lectures are transcribed and available for free online. And that is neville-goddard.com. Okay, the YouTube, not to be confused with YouTube, which is Goddart, A-R-T at the end. And this is Neville-Goddard, just like the name of the author, Neville Goddard. Okay, I hope you can see it. If it's backwards, I'm really sorry. I hope it shows up the right way. I don't know. I'll see if I can do and post something about it. I will also write all of this in the description of the video. So yeah, these are 5 resources that I think will get you really deep into Neville's work. Really check them out, whichever speaks to you. I have been listening to these guys, and I'm still looking for a female voice on Neville's teaching. So if you have any recommendations of people that are talking about Neville who come from different backgrounds, let me know. I'm really curious to see a different, because each one talks about manifestation from a different perspective, from their own perspective, and I like to see also female voices and transgender voices and all kinds of different voices on the topic. So if you have recommendations for me, please put them in the comments. So that's me, Sophia from Simple and Aligned. I hope these are useful for you, and I'll come back to you with more as we move through the year. Thanks, and see you next time. Bye.